Good Monday morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good on YouTube or whatever platform you see this. Hope everybody's doing awesome. It's Monday, beginning of the week, and I like to get my day started with coffee. I do like coffee. What does this one say? Must have coffee, which is a must. So, yeah, drink the coffee. I try to get, well, I don't try. I've been doing a gallon of water a day. My girlfriend got me this gallon jug. She got both of us one. Comes with a straw, and it just helps you to keep track of drinking a gallon each day, which is super important. You got to think your body's made up of water, so it really does help with a lot of things. I've noticed with inflammation, staying hydrated, just so many good benefits. I also do fasting. I was doing intermittent fasting most of the days. I do between 14 and 16 hours, but lately I've been stretching it between 18 and 20. I just feel better. The other day I did a session of fasted cardio and two fasted workouts, and I felt really, really good. Like my energy was almost too much, almost to the point where I felt kind of almost like manic to an extent, but everything went good. Once my workout was in, I utilized the energy in the right way, and it worked out good. But when I would talk about fasting, I've done a lot of research on it. I've watched a lot of people talk about it, doctors and other people and influencers and stuff like that. And honestly, what really made me decide to make the choice to go back into fasting consistently was the health benefits would be number one. Number two, your body has to be able to break down whatever you eat that day or the following day. So I look at it like this, if I can put this in easy terms. You put all this food in your body on one day, and certain things take a long time to digest. So your digestion system is working on overload, on top of whatever other functions your body needs to go to break that food down. If the next day you wake up and eat breakfast and say you have the normal, typical American breakfast, which it could be a good or bad, you're putting more stuff in your system, so it's backtracking. So it's like, okay, let's finish working on what we are working on. The body's saying, and put this to the back. So when this is done, we'll work on this one. Well, once that one gets done, and the body starts working on that next bit of food, then you're putting more food in it, and you're putting more food in, and you're putting more food in it. The body has no chance to catch up. So that's how I look at it, as in like layman's terms, for me to understand how it works in a sense. You got to think back then they didn't have these choices where they could just go grab whatever, because the food industry is what's killing us, people. The food industry is the problem. I do think that big pharma is a big issue as well. That's just my opinion, but the food industry is brutal, man. There's so many things that they add to our food and wonder why we get sick, and where cancer and all these diseases come around. It's not just a fluke. It's not just, look back in the 50s and the 70s, cancer and all these diseases were not really a thing. The food industry was a lot better back then, or the food was a lot better, but the more they put in our foods, whatever. And then some people will talk about organic being better and regular being better, and I see some things being better, but as far as organic, man, like I'm just gonna go opt for the original stuff, just because the amount of extra cash you have to spend for it is just, to me, is just ridiculous. I think we should have that option. If we should never have an option between regular and organic. We should always have the option of organic at regular prices. We should never have the two options. Why are we given two options? So you're going to give us an option that has something that's put on it or sprayed on it, an option without it, and I'm going to pay more for something that you didn't do anything to? That makes no sense to me. As humans, we should not have to worry about consuming bad stuff like those options right there, just for example. So with the organic thing, I don't buy a lot of organic stuff. I mean, frozen fruit, some of the frozen vegetables we buy are organic from Costco. The Greek yogurt we got is organic. The eggs, I do prefer pasture raised organic. Really, I just mainly want the pasture raised, just because it's a better quality chicken that's giving you better quality eggs. I am a firm believer in you are what you eat, so what you put in your body is going to reflect on how your body works and how you work as a human, being successful or whatever you may do. Um, so the fasting also, what I've also noticed with fasting is that it's not something you really have to think about. You just kind of just do it. I mean, are there times you get hungry? Yes, but at the same time, you have to mentally prepare yourself for that. It took me a little bit to get prepared for that, but after a while, I don't even think about it. Like I said, I drink coffee right here. I love my coffee. I use, what do I use? So I put Truvia packets in mine to sweeten it. It's basically stevia, is what it is. And then I put a splash of almond milk because I don't consider it breaking it fast because it's got 30 calories in 1 cup, and there's no way I'm using a cup in each cup of coffee. I may have 3 or 4 cups of coffee, but I'm only splashing a little bit of almond milk. Maybe 3 packets of Truvia, and then I also use these Skinny Girl skinny mixes, or we also have some other brands too, but this stuff is 0 calorie. It sweetens your drink, so it helps with that taste. I like black coffee too. It just depends on the mood I'm in. But yeah, so and also I really think that having a routine and doing certain things throughout the day will also help your fast. With whether it be work or both work, other things in your days off, staying motivated, staying consistent in doing things. Like today, I get up, I take care of my dogs. Girlfriend's not feeling the best at the moment, so and normally we work together, no big deal. Do the dishes. I don't really like to leave dishes the night before, but lately I've been, just trying to get to stay on top of that. But either way, knocked out the dishes, got coffee made, got our water jugs taken care of. Our waters are made, for her and me. It's just kind of a thing we do, and she does fasting as well, and she really enjoys it. And sometimes she does it without even thinking about it. You get busy and you eat. You don't eat all day. Now, what I also like to do in my water is I like to crack pink Himalayan salt. That's the most important mineral in my opinion, as far as when you're fasting. And then I also drink electrolytes as I'm doing that as well. So I put electrolyte hydrate packets with pink Himalayan salt throughout the day. And that's just how I go. I'm getting ready to go out and do some fasted cardio soon. It's a little cold here in Missouri. I think it's like 20 some degrees, but the sun's out now. So I'll put my gear on and I'll go out there and hit probably an hour to an hour and a half session. Just like to get my steps in. It could be biking. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly, but I'm going to get some fasted cardio in because I got some things going on today that I got to take care of. But I just want to hop on here and do a YouTube video. And there's going to be more to come. But if you guys have some topics or some ideas that you'd like me to discuss, I can go ahead and discuss that with everybody. And I like to know, if there's some stuff that maybe I'm not covering with fasting. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Currently also in the process of studying for my NASM, National Academy of Sports Medicine. So 5-year goal, one of my 5-year goals, and I'm hoping it's going to be sooner. Actually, it will be sooner, is to be certified as a personal trainer. I want to get back and to do that again, full blast. I just miss it so much, changing people's lives, excuse me. And there's no reason why anybody can't do it. Or anything let me rephrase that. There's no reason you can't do anything in life you want to do as long as you put your mind to it. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So you have to do it right now. You have to get in the moment. You have to be consistent. You have to stay dedicated, like I always talk about. And if you do that, anything in life can be achieved. You just have to really work hard. And yeah, are there days that suck? Absolutely. But like Nick Bear says, embrace the suck. Because the harder things in life that you get through, the better person you're going to be. At least that's what I found. And, it sounds crazy, but you got to stay on track and stay motivated. And I know sometimes it's hard. It's hard to be motivated. You got stuff going on in your life that's bad or good, or just things that are going, whatever, you just stressed out, whatever it is. You got to get back to the grind. Each time you got to stop for a minute. At least for me, I like to stop, pray, and decide, okay, what do I need to do? How do I get out of this funk? How do I get back to getting motivated? What do I do to stay consistent? All those things come in play. And at least that's how I do it. But either way, yeah. So I hope everybody has an awesome Monday. I'm going to get ready to go knock out some fasted cardio. And yeah, that's kind of how I roll. So I got to work out later. Might discuss that. Get on YouTube later. Yeah. So, one other thing I want to talk about. When you're on a big long fast, 16-hour, 18, 20-hour fast, and when you get ready to break your fast, don't be so. Dude, last night I did it kind of stupidly. I ate a little too much. I had some after a workout. I had these breaded chicken bites, and it could be just the chicken bites weren't just some of them weren't that good because I didn't feel too good after that. Uh, but when you break your fast, you want to do something that's going to be. I'd recommend, depending on your schedule for your workouts, but I like to do something high protein. And if it's after workout or before workout, I'll add some carbs. If not, no carbs. I keep them very low. I don't really keep my carbs very high. I try to keep them low throughout the day, unless maybe after a workout session I will put some carbs in there. But I stopped doing the carbs so often and started going back to the fasting because I tired of being bloated. And I like the more lean appearance. I like to feel more lean and more able to move easier. In my opinion, that's the way to go. Especially as you get older, it's better for longevity. But anyways, hope you guys have a great Monday. Like I always say, stay away from toxic people, stay around positive people, positive interactions, be better than yesterday. BBTY is out.